Good morning, everybody. So, welcome back today once again. And we will continue today with our weekly Sunday discussions on one or the other technology. So, today, as I have introduced, that we are going to discuss a simple application, a simple program that is Tic Tac Toe. And this Tic Tac Toe program we will be doing using Python programming. Hope you all are enjoying your Sunday. So let's begin now. And let me get a confirmation in a minute that you can just help me in the chat box if you are getting it, if you are able to watch this live, and if you are getting the proper audio and the screen is being shared properly. So let me have a quick confirmation on the chat box if you can give. That'll be great. Okay, so I can see that, yeah, it is audible and it is visible as well. Okay, yes. So let's continue. So this is basically a simple program of tic-tac-toe we'll be creating. And let me open up my Jupyter notebook and let me help you there. So let me demonstrate you first. So this is my Jupyter notebook. Yes. So now let us continue. So tic-tac-toe, I believe you all must be aware of this particular program or a game basically. What happens here? We have a player one, and we have another player, and that is player two. So we have two players, and these two players play a simple board. Okay, so the simple board we have is something like I can draw it maybe here. I can draw a line like this. I can draw another line like this. Okay, so this way we can have two lines, and I can have some yeah pipes here this way. Okay, so yes. So this is a kind of board we have, and a similar way, let me just play with it. So I can just have it like this, and I can have it here. Okay, yes, rest I can delete. So you can see that this kind of a board I may have. Okay, and similar board, yes, here also let me just put, yeah. So let me delete this and let me just copy this much and put it here. And put it here. Okay. So this kind of board you can see, and in this board, the player one and player two they will play by putting the x and o, or you can say x and zero. Okay. So I can have something like this. I can ask a player to start playing. So the player can put one o here. Another player, that player would be putting X over here. Okay, and let's have fun with this. So now the first player puts 0 over here, second player may be putting X over here. Now the first player will be putting here, second player will be putting X here. Okay, and the first player wins because diagonally all the O's are there or all the zeros are there. Okay, so this is how this is a fun game. I hope everybody has played during the childhood or even just for time passing we play. This is a simple game, still requires some sort of brain and a lot of fun. So this sort of game we are going to create now, and let me show the same game in my Python notebook, and it has been opened. Yes, so this is here. Yeah, so let me just show you this simple game here, and then we will create it from scratch. Okay, yeah, so this is my Python window getting opened up. And here I have just tried to create this kind of a board, and then I have given certain numbers to it so that when a player is playing, then like a player can identify each of the cell as a particular as a particular number, so that the player can be able to give the that move. Okay, so let me take you here. So here you can see, let me directly help you with by playing here so that you can understand what will be the end output of what we are doing. So restart and run all I'm doing. So let me run this whole program, and here you will be able to see that, yeah, so here you can see that we have a matrix. This matrix, you can see this is our board, and think this board like I had drawn. Okay, so you just need to imagine that we have two lines here, and we have the lines like this. We just need to imagine this way. Okay, so we can continue. Yes, after that, what we can do is, yeah, just give me a second. Yes. So this is how you can imagine that these lines are there. Okay. So let me just play it for you for a moment. Okay. So I'm just playing with it. So this is player one. Currently, the player one is playing. Let's say player one presses 0. Okay. So player wants to play that it wants to put X at the 0th place. You can see the player one has put X as 0th place. Now player two will be inputting O, and let's say the player 2 is inputting at 8th place. So you can see that at 8th place we have O now, and this place we have X now. Okay, and similar way they'll keep on playing. As soon as one player wins, then the game will declare that the player has won. Okay, now let's say the player 1, it says 1, so enter. You can see that at one place also we have X now. Let's say the player 2 says 5, and so at 5 place you can see there is O. And now, in order to win, the player one should put position 2. So player one puts position 2 and enter. So you can see that player one is winner. Currently, player two is playing. Okay, so there's something the break situation. I think the break condition did not match here. Okay, so let me just put. Okay, so game over now. So yes, I need to just correct the break movement. Okay, fine. Now let us move ahead. And now we will create a simple algorithm for it, and with the simple algorithm we'll try to build this whole program. Okay, so let's continue. Now what is the logic behind this? Let me open a new Jupyter notebook and let me help you with that. So the first thing is that we need two players. Okay, so for two players, what we can do, we can have player one and player two. That way we can declare. So let me just write it. Okay, so we need a player one, and player one, let's say it is having X, and we have player two. So we have player two as Y, and then we need a board, right? So we need to create a board. So board we need to create, and which we can create with the help of NumPy. And what else can we do? After creating the board, we have even the moves and everything. Then we need conditions. Okay, so we need certain conditions that when is the winning condition for any player, player one or player two, or when the game should continue. Okay, so we need certain conditions. Okay, and after that, okay, after that what we need to do. Okay, so what we need to do after that, then after conditions. Okay, I think this much is enough, right? Two players, a board, and then certain conditions. Yeah, just give me a minute. Sorry for the disturbance. I believe there is no point. Let me just help you with that. Okay. All right, so let's continue now. So here, import NumPy as NP. Okay, so what we have done, we are beginning with importing NumPy, and then with the help of NumPy, we will be creating a board. So we are creating a board as we want to. Okay, how we are creating a board? Let me tell you this. Okay, so let me import NumPy here. So I'm importing NumPy, and with the help of NumPy, I'll be creating a board. And board, how I'm creating? I'm creating a board with values 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, why I'm doing so? Because I where it needs to be a certain value. Okay, so for example, now let me go here and let me create a board. Okay, so how I can create a board? Board is equal to, and I can just do np dot array. And here I can initialize it with the help of a list, and I'll just put 0 and 1 and 2. Okay, so the first row will be 0, 1, 2. Then I can have second row as 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, and the third row I can have as 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, so this is how I can create a board. Let me print it for you. So print, and here I can put board, and you can see that the board is visible. Okay, as I said, you can imagine this board as because I'm not displaying it I'm not drawing that way. I can do that, but it'll take some time. That this kind of drawing you can make for the board. I'm taking it with the help of NumPy array. It will become very easy for calculation purpose also. Okay, so this is the board ready. Now let's move ahead and try to understand what next we can do. So after creating the board, now you can basically have a test. Okay, that how you can navigate and test the indexes. So here basically you can see board of 0 0 is for 0, board of 0 1 is for 1. So if you can understand that this is first row, this is second row, this is third row, 3 rows we have. Okay, and in each of the rows you can understand that this value is at 0 0 position, this is at 0 1. So 0 is for row, and 1 0, another 0 is for column. Okay, so that in matrix you can understand that this is 0 and this is 0 and 1 and 2, like this. Okay, so 0 0 0 1 position, 0 2 position, it is like this. Okay, so this is the board ready, and this board we will be using, and the conditions also we'll be putting on this board as well itself. Okay, so here for reference purpose I have written. Okay, you can have a look at that. Okay, and after that you can have a look at that, and after that what you can do now I have set that player 1 will have X and player 2 will have 0. Okay, so here player 1 will have X, and let me make it O or 0. Okay, so player 2 will have 0 that way. Next what we need to do, we need to decide a move, that how the player can move. So here I have a function def move. Okay, and in this function initially I have taken value as an empty string, and then if v is equal to player 1. Okay, so if player 1 is playing, then put the value as X. If player 2 is playing, put the value as O. Okay, and then I have a condition that the player 1 is going to insert a value. Okay, insert a value out of 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so here we have written that p1 is equal to int input enter a position. So whatever position the player is going to put on that particular position, if the position is 0, we will initialize board of 0 0. If the position is 1, we will initialize board of 0 1. So whatever player is going to put a position, that particular position we are going to put it there. Okay, so that particular position we are going to put inside the inside the matrix. So here you can see that particular position we are going to put inside the matrix. Okay, now let me continue. Let me just take this into. Okay, I need now to type it. Okay, you can type this. Okay, so this is basically a move function, that how the move is going to happen. So I'm putting it here. Okay, and now moving forward, after this what we can do, after this we can go ahead and we can have it like yes. So move function we have created, we have the board set, we have the move function created, and next thing we can have, so next function we can have it as, yeah, so here you can see, yeah, so let me just move it here. Yeah, okay, so next is how to decide a winner. Here you can see it might look very complex to you, but it's very simple. Okay, as we have discussed that how to decide a player, we can decide a player like this. We can decide a player that if, okay, so anyway, if we are able to let's say X is here and the 0 comes here. Okay, so if you see, if it is diagonal, then basically it's a win situation. If you see that if it is diagonal, then what will be the position in the matrix? It will be 0 and 0, right? It will be, let me type it with this. Okay, so first position is 0 0, and I'm just writing 0 0. Second position, if you see, the second position is your this is 1 and 1. Okay, second position is 1 1, and the third position, if you see, this third position is 2 and 2. Okay, so if 0 0 1 1 2 2, all the places if O's are present, or all the places if X are present, in both the cases the respective player will win. Similarly, if the positions are like this, 0 0 is there, and 0 1 is there, and then 0 2 is there, That means this particular row, a row is getting created. So in case of a row also, it will be the same case. If a row is matching, then also it is a win. If a column is there, then also it is a win. Okay, so all these conditions, you can see 1, 2, and 3 rows, then 1, 2, and 3 columns, and 2 diagonals. Okay, so 6 and 7, 8. And here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. So 8 conditions I have put here. Okay, so for player 1 also, and for player 2, this is very very naive programming. So for a winner, I have matched all the condition. So if these conditions are met, any of these, I have put OR logic here. Then done, I have taken a variable. Player 1 will be the winner. If basically O's are there at those positions, then the player 2 will be the winner. This is what I have defined in this particular section. Okay, and let me put it here. Let me arrange it here. Yeah, so this function also I have defined. Now the next one is here. Next one, I have taken done. Done is equal to false. While not done, print board. Okay, so I'm printing the board whenever it is not done. And then V is equal to player 1. Move V I am calling. Then done is equal to winner. Okay, so winner, if you see here, this winner is returning something. This winner is returning true. And this is returning true. So this function is returning true. So whenever the done is going to become true, then the while is not going to work. While is going to break over there. Okay, so therefore I'm just comparing here. If done is equal to true, then we can break it. Okay, so this condition I will take it from here, and I will put even at this particular place. Okay, because I need to check for both. I need to check for the player 1 as well as I need to check for the player 2. And let me just take this and let me just put it here at the end. Okay, so let me just add one cell and put it here. Yes. So let me now compile it. Okay. So already I have compiled the move function, and let me now compile the winner. So I'm compiling the winner, and let me just compile this one. Now you can see that the game is ready. We have the board set. Currently the player 1 is playing. Let's say the player 1 says 1 position. You can see that. Let me just, yeah. So here you can see invalid literal for. Okay. So let me just check what is the issue here. Yeah, let me just check. I think I missed something from here. So yeah, so here everything is fine. Here everything is fine. Okay. Fine. So what is the issue coming here? Let's have a invalid literal for int with the base 10x. Okay. So yeah, so into the position, and this position is going at which place? Yes, once again, let me just yeah, do it. So here if I put 0, and we are putting value. Okay. Let's go there. Here we have value equal to x, value equal to this, and it's taking it. Okay. Just give me a second. Yeah, let me conclude it as of now because there is some noise. So let me just conclude it, and yeah, so some background noise is coming at my side. So here we have some issue coming in, and this is invalid literal for int x. Okay, at the so let me just conclude this here. Yeah, so there is some background noise, so I'm just concluding it here, and I'll just upload the complete program once again on YouTube. Thank you. So I'm just concluding it here.